All right, well, welcome everybody in. We are in Boca de Chavon, Dominican Republic. And as you can probably see, this is not the ideal setup for us, but we're just doing the best we can. So our guest player, Hansel Reyes, is leading off for the Kingsmen. I believe it is a 3-1 count currently. This is the opening at bat of the game. Had to just kind of rush as much as we could, but fortunately we were able to get it started just in time. Um, this is really the best angle we're going to be able to give you guys, so we'll just do the best we can with it. Okay, so apparently it's a 2-2 count. We are going to do the best we can with live stats, so just bear with us if it's not great or, or completely accurate. Just doing what we can with it. Uh, There's one umpire. Yeah, it is a full count, so we do know that. There's one umpire, and he is behind the pitcher's mound, so truly old school. And that is ball four to Hansel Reyes. So starting lineup is Hansel Reyes, who, for those of you who don't know, he is a guest player. He's known Coach Hudak for a long time now, so he is joining us here in the DR. He is from here as well. Talked to him a little bit this morning, and his English is pretty solid. He said he's been learning for a while, and still has a ways to go, but certainly am much further along with his English than I am with my Spanish, so that's for sure. So now batting is going to be Matthew Gross. He is starting at second base today. After him is Cam Troyer. He is the extra hitter, followed by Bryce Frederick, who is starting at third base. Darian Whitaker is the right fielder. Blake Beavis is the designated hitter. He bats sixth. Colin Patterson is at first base. Jack Davis in left field. Aiden Rice at shortstop, and Jack Austin, the catcher. I believe that was a ball. Oh, this is going to be tough. So Matthew Gross at the plate, batting 208 coming into this game. That's definitely a strike. So it's either 1-1 or 0-2. I believe the catcher is calling balls and strikes. Okay, so yep, swung on and missed, so it is now 1-2. Now time called. Yeah, there is no home run fence. So, and I don't believe that there is any boundary between a home run and in play. So, if the ball keeps going, it keeps going. That one fouled off, so Gross stays alive. Still a 1-2 count. But yeah, this is Coach Hudak, and we did play at this field last year, and most of those players said it was the most fun they've ever had in their lives. So there is a called strike three. Gross, I don't think he was quite sure if it was a strike or not, but Gross goes down looking. Now Cam Troyer will step up. But yeah, those players said it was the most fun they've had playing baseball in their entire lives. So these, it might not seem much in terms of, professional game, but they're out there having fun, that's for sure. So here is Cam Troyer. Hits one foul. Cam Troyer batting .356 coming into this game. 16 hits, 12 RBIs, 12 runs scored, 7 stolen bases, 2 home runs. Looks like we're going to have a quick Quick meeting between the catcher and pitcher. We were not given a lineup card, so I do not have names, and unfortunately, as if yesterday wasn't enough of a challenge, there's no numbers either for the opposing team. So we're pretty much just going to keep the lineup in terms of spots in the lineup. So that's pretty much how we're going to have to do it. Swung on and missed, strike two. 0-2 count for Cam Troyer. Wind blowing a little bit today. Definitely feels good in here. And runner goes, and Troyer's going to foul it off. And actually, no, this is going to be in play. And that's going to be caught for the out. Thought that was going to be foul, but somehow stayed in play. Was caught by the third baseman. So that'll bring up Bryce Frederick. First pitch to him is a ball outside. Frederick hitting .220 for the season, 9 hits and 41 at bats, 12 RBIs, 5 stolen bases, does have 1 home run. And that one gets away for a wild pitch. Reyes heads to second. Actually, I think he was on the run before. So that's going to be a stolen base, actually. Last year, for what it's worth, and I'm not saying that this won't be a competitive game, but for what it's worth, we did not keep stats here in the DR last year because the Kingsmen were in an official league. So these did not count as games, but with the Kingsmen being an independent team this year, we can basically decide what games to count and what games not to. So, but for what it's worth, we stopped scoring on the broadcast about halfway through because it was so one-sided in favor of the Kingsmen. So we'll see what happens. I asked Coach Hudak if he wanted me to keep score of this game, and he said yes. So we're going to do the best we can. And that ball's high for a ball. So it should be a 3-1 count to Bryce Frederick. Hansel rope Reyes at second. That ball flown into right center field, and it is caught for the third out. So the Kingsmen do come up empty in this first inning. We'll head to the bottom of the first in just a moment. Micah Connor takes the mound for the Kingsmen. Now, I'm assuming, I'll admit, I forgot to ask Coach Hudak. I'm assuming this is a 7-inning game. Don't know for certain, though, but we're going to assume unless we hear different. But Micah Connor comes in with a 6.11 ERA, 65 batters faced, 12 innings pitched, 9 earned runs allowed, 17 strikeouts, 12 hits, 13 walks. But we will see how he does here in the Dominican Republic. It looks like the right fielder is going to lead off. Actually, no, that's not the right fielder. I think he was the second baseman, maybe. But anywho, we're kind of looking around at the different players, and basically the age group seems to be 14 to 40. The right fielder. I see him now in the dugout. He's definitely not college aged. But here we go. So Micah Connor starts things off with a ball high and outside. There's a called strike. And I believe that was called a strike as well. So a 1-2 count. Stays alive with a foul ball. Now, for what it's worth, these guys, myself included, we were all put through the woodwork yesterday. I'll go more into detail about that in just a little bit as he swings and misses, and Micah Connor begins things with a strikeout. So I think for a lot of people it was known that a pastor down here goes by the name of Kike. He has been working on his house for a long time now, I think about 4 or 5 years now. And so the missionary work included working on his roof. And so that's what we were doing yesterday. And man, it was not easy by any means. These guys had got a bunch of sun, a lot of sunburns, myself included. But man, it was a lot of work, but these guys did a great job. No complaints at all. And after this game, these guys are going to go to a boys' orphanage, and their basketball and soccer skills are going to be put to the test there. So a 1-1 count for Micah Connor, and that's going to be a ball. And that one's in there for a strike, 2-2. Outside, 3-2. And that's ball 4. So the number 3 spot in the lineup comes up to bat. That's really the only way, the only way I'm going to be able to refer to any of them. Swinging a ground ball to third base, over to first in time for the out. That's Bryce Frederick over there at third. Runner did advance to second. So here is the cleanup hitter. See. And there's the third out. So that does it for the first inning. We'll head to the top of the second, scoreless. So Darian Whitaker leads off the top of the second. Whitaker comes in with a 205 batting average, 9 hits and 44 at-bats, 9 runs scored, 6 RBIs, 3 stolen bases, and does have 1 home run. It was actually the first home run of the season for the Kingsmen. That was in Alaska against the Gold Panthers. Hubba hubba. I will never forget that song as long as I live. Swinging a ground ball through the left side for a base hit. So Darian Whitaker gets the first base hit of the game. And that'll bring up Blake Beavis, the DH, hitting .368. 14 hits and 38 at-bats, 12 RBIs, 7 walks, 4 home runs. He has been the power hitter for the Kingsmen. I did ask him this morning how much he gets reminded of the show Beavis and Butthead, and he said, oh yeah, a lot. Blake Beavis. Really? believe you never heard of that show. Wow, I'm getting old. Foul ball, make it 1-1. Breaking ball stays high for a ball. 2-1 count to Blake Beavis. Darian Whitaker over at first. And that's high and away for ball 3. And runner goes, ground ball to short, and it's going to be a bad hop. I believe we'll call that an error. So Whitaker advances to second, and the error will put Beavis at first. Here's Colin Patterson. Patterson hitting .233, 10 hits, 43 at-bats, 11 RBIs, 12 walks, 2 stolen bases. No home runs yet. Swinging a ground ball. That one hops up as well. I think we might have to check with Coach Hudak and see what he thinks about these. Because any other situation, they're errors, but this is not at all an even playing field. I mean, literally not even. So there's going to be hops like that the entire game. So we'll have to wait and we'll have to check in between innings. But for now, we'll go with an error. So here is Jack Davis, .231 average, 9 hits, 39 at-bats, 11 runs, 7 RBIs, 9 walks, 8 stolen bases. But before that, we'll have a short meeting in between the catcher and the pitcher. There's a called strike. Ball outside. Starting pitcher about to throw his 30th pitch, 12 balls, 17 strikes. That went high and inside. Swing and a pop-up. That's going to be out of play. So far for the box score, we have no runs, 1 hit, no errors for the Kingsmen. For Boca de Chavon, we have no runs, no hits, and 2 errors. Ball in the dirt. Full count to Jack Davis. And swung on and missed. So with the bases loaded, that'll be the first out of the inning. Aiden Rice will step up. Rice hitting .264 for the season, 14 hits and 53 at-bats, 18 runs, 5 RBIs, 10 walks. Does have 6 stolen bases as well. First pitch to him is low and outside. High and outside that time. 2-0 count. Low and outside again, 3-0. Ball here scores a run. There's a called strike. Fouled. So now a full count for Aiden Rice. Jack Austin on deck. This is a 10-man lineup, as the Kingsmen have been doing for a couple weeks now. Cam Troyer is the extra hitter, Blake Beavis the designated hitter. And that's ball 4. So that'll put the Kingsmen on the board. Darian Whitaker comes in to score. So now it will be up to Jack Austin before the top of the lineup. Jack Austin hitting .206 for the year, 7 hits and 34 at-bats, 3 RBIs, 6 walks, does have 1 home run. First pitch is a called strike. And that one outside. 41 pitches currently for the starting pitcher for Boca de Chavon. And that one goes to the backstop, comes right back to the pitcher. So that one just a ball at the end of the day, 2-1. And that one goes to the backstop again. Catcher able to collect it. 3-1 count. Base is still loaded. And looks like we might have a pitching change. Or at least a mound visit. And that's ball 4. So the Kingsmen go up 2-0 here in the top of the second. It'll be top of the order, starting with Hansel Reyes. He walked his first time up. Again, if you just joined, Hansel Reyes, a guest player for the Kingsmen during this trip. Coach Hudak has known him for quite some time. There's a called strike. That one fouled for a quick 0-2 count. And swung on and missed. So there's the second out of the top of the second. And that'll lead things to Matthew Gross. He struck out looking his first time up. Now batting an even 200 for the season. First pitch outside. Swinging a ground ball to first. Another bad hop. This one's going to be a base hit all the way. And that's going to score 2. And Gross is going to head to second on the throw. And the Kingsmen go up 4-0. So runners on second and third with 2 gone for Cam Troyer. He popped up just behind the third baseman his first time up. just barely in fair territory. First pitch got away for a ball, went to the backstop. Oh, right over to where we are. That one fell back. 1-1 count. Breaking ball stays high. That'll make it 2-1. Swing and a ground ball to short. This one collected over to first in time for out number 3. So the top of the second comes to an end, but the Kingsmen get 4 runs, and they lead it 4-0 as we head to the bottom. All right, so just had a word with Coach Hudak, and he did say that he thought about it. He said errors at first, but then he thought about it with the field being the condition that it is, or not the condition, but just being fairly uneven, said to go ahead and give hits. So the Kingsmen now have 4 hits. So we'll get those fixed. So that's a base hit for Blake Beavis and Colin Patterson. Foul ball. Well, that's a metal bat. So I believe it's a 1-2 count. And goes down looking, or swinging, excuse me. First pitch low and outside for a ball. Swing and a sharp line drive. That's going to be foul, though. He is using that same metal bat. So the ball's going to pop a little bit. And that one in the dirt. 2-1 count. Micah Connor so far 20 pitches, 8 balls, 12 strikes. Swing and a ground ball, gets through for a base hit. So that's going to be Boca de Chavon's first base hit of the game. And that's going to bring up number 24, it looks like. I believe he's the first baseman. First pitch to him is low and outside. Outside, stolen base attempt, and he got him. So 2 outs in the inning. There's a called strike to make the count 2-1. Swung on and missed, strike 2. And swung on and missed, strike 3. So that will do it for the bottom of the second. Boca de Chavon gets their first hit of the game, but we will head to the top of the third with the Kingsmen leading 4-0. Bryce Frederick to start off the top of the third. He is 0 for 1, flew out to right center field his first time up. Do have a new pitcher for Boca de Chavon. First pitch is fouled off. There's a ball high and inside. That one inside as well, 2-1. Three and one. Now, if you're looking at the live stats at all, since we don't have names, name this pitcher by what he's wearing. So his name is going into the stat book as Yankee Shirt. That was a called strike, so a full count now. And there's ball four. So Bryce Frederick gets on with a walk. That'll bring up Darian Whitaker. He singled his last time up through the left side. That one fouled back. Did notice the defense shifting to the right a little bit with Darian being a lefty, but it's been a good bit of a spray hitter throughout the season. In fact, his base hit earlier was to the left side. And there's a called strike. Stays alive with a foul ball. Ball high and outside, 2-2 the count. Four runs and 4 hits for the Kingsmen so far. Boca de Chavon, no runs on 1 hit. And that's ball 4. No, excuse me, it hit Darian. I'll tell you what, hit by pitches are going to hurt today. The sunburns that these guys got. Ugh. So here is Blake Beavis. He'll step up to the plate. He's 1 for 1. After some discussion with Coach Hudak, he hit a sharp ground ball to the shortstop. It took a bad hop, so he was given a single. First pitch is a ball, I believe. Nope, that was a strike. And goes after that one, pops it up, and it's going to be out of play. And pops up another one. This one's going to be in play. Third baseman calling for, nope, actually the catcher is going to make the catch. So that's the first out of the inning. Runner still on first and second. Colin Patterson steps back up. He's also singled. Pretty much the first thing as Blake, or the same thing as Blake Beavis. A sharp ground ball to the second baseman this time. Kind of bounced up on him and went into the books ultimately as a single after some discussion. First pitch is outside and maybe a little bit high for a ball. That one low and inside. Throw to second, not in time. So the current pitcher for Boca, 9 balls, 8 strikes, 17 total pitches. And a check swings, able to foul that one off. 2-1 the count. And that's, I believe that was a called strike. So that'll make the count 2-2, I believe. Swung on and missed, and yep, that's strike 3. So 2 gone in the top of the third. That'll bring up Jack Davis. He's 0 for 1, struck out swinging his last time up. Swing and gets a hold of that one, but it's going to be foul. Swung on and missed there. Oh, and 2 count to Jack Davis. And that's in the dirt, gets away for a wild pitch. So Frederick heads to third while Whitaker heads to second. Stays alive with another foul ball. And swung on and missed. Strike 3. So that does it for the top of the third. We'll head to the bottom. Kingsmen still lead it 4-0. Micah Connor set to begin his third inning as the starting pitcher. Boca on their 8th batter of the lineup. Starts off with a swinging strike. Whoa, that went high and inside. Some chin music there. 1-1 count. That one way outside to make it 2-1. Nope. Must have been just outside, 3-1. And goes after that one, fouls it. And okay, so I guess that 2 pitches ago was a strike. So it's now a full count. And that's ball 4. So number 2 gets on base. And here comes the right fielder. And runner goes after that pitch. He's got a stolen base. It was a ball, so have a runner at second. And goes after that pitch as well. Or that was the first strike, so never mind. 1-1 count. That's outside. 2-1 count. It will be back to the top of the order after this batter. And puts that one in play. Back to Micah Connor. Makes the throw over to first in time. So that will be the first out of the inning, but the runner does advance to third. So Boca de Chavon will have an RBI opportunity. Swung on and missed. And pops that one up. It's going to stay in play. And that's going to be caught in foul territory by Bryce Frederick. So 2 gone in the bottom of the third. First pitch is a ball. That was Connor's 40th pitch. 17 balls, 23 strikes. That one outside to make it 2-0. Outside, 3-0. And yep, there's a called strike. 3-1 count. And there's ball 4. Another lefty coming up. This is the number 3 hitter in the lineup. First pitch outside. That one's going to get away, and that's going to score Boca de Chavon's first run. So it'll be a stolen base followed by a throwing error. That was a ball as well, so a 1-0 count to the third batter of the lineup. And it looked good from here, so I'm thinking that was a called strike. Didn't see a yep. Umpire out there in the infield just called it a strike. So it should be a 2-1 count. There's another called strike. So 2-2. And there's a, oh no, so that first pitch was a ball. All right, so runners on first and third. Looks like we're going to have a visit to the mound by Coach Hudak. So here we go, back in action. This is number 17 at the plate. But before that, we'll have a pickoff attempt, not in time. Whoa. Swung on and missed. That'll be strike 2. And puts that one in play up the middle, but Matthew Gross is going to tag the base at second for out number 3. So Boca de Chavon does get on the board with a run, and that will do it for the 3rd inning. We'll head to the 4th in just a moment. New pitcher for Boca de Chavon. Nationals jersey is his name. in the stats, that is. So here is Aiden Rice going to start things off with the ball high. And Aiden going to pop that one up, and it's going to land just foul. Almost snuck in a base hit there, but didn't quite stay fair enough. Maybe the wind helped it a little bit too. And fouls that one back to make it 1-2. Now there is a chance that Tyler Baker, who has been the first base coach all season long, could get a pitching appearance in this game, but only time will tell. Micah Connors looked pretty good out there on the mound. He's at 52 pitches. Low and inside, full count. And that's going to be ball 4. And, well, apparently not. Yeah, that should be ball 4. And a foul ball to stay alive. Well, we'll just have to put it down as an extra foul ball. And a ground ball to third, over to first in time. Oh, nope, he dropped it. First baseman flat out dropped it, so that'll be an error that'll allow Aiden to get on base. So Aiden Rice robbed of a walk, but does get on base at least, although that does hurt his average. Jack Austin steps back up. He walked his first time up. Pickoff attempt. There's a called strike. Three balls, 6 strikes. One and one count. And a ball there, and Aiden Rice heads to second. That'll be an easy stolen base. And that's high for ball 3. Foul ball, make it a full count. Well, that's inside, and so apparently now it's a full count. Another foul ball, keep it a full count. No outs here in the top of the fourth. Aiden Rice at second base. And a fly ball to shallow left field, and the shortstop is going to make the catch. So back to the top of the order for the Kingsmen, Hansel Robles, or excuse me, I knew I was going to say Robles at some point. Hansel Robles was a relief pitcher for the Mets, for a couple other teams too as well. Reyes 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. First pitch is in there for a called strike. One error for each team. That one is low for a ball. And foul ball. Reyes lost a little bit of equipment there. Trying to catch Aiden Rice sleeping out there. Got to look for the no ball trick, or the hidden ball trick. And that one's outside. Breaking ball just outside. So I believe it's a full count, but I've been wrong twice in a row now, so who knows. Another pickoff attempt. And it is indeed ball four. So runners on first and second with one out. That'll bring up Matthew Gross. He's 1 for 2. Struck out looking his first time up, then singled through the right side. Another pickoff attempt. They are worried about Aiden over there. Both the shortstop and second base are really playing towards second. Actually, shortstop going into normal position now. So that one's fouled away. But if Gross can place the ball where he hit it last time, it's definitely going to be another base hit. And that one into the dirt gets away, and it'll be a wild pitch. There's a called strike. 1-2 count. Swing and a sharp line drive, but foul. 2-2 count. And second base is blowing away in the wind. Pickoff attempt to third. It gets away. And that'll be a run. Aiden Rice comes in to score. So that will definitely be a throwing error on the pitcher. It was a pickoff attempt over there, but went right over the head of the third baseman. Still a 2-2 count to Matthew Gross. Swing and a sharp ground ball this time, but still foul. And that's high for a ball, full count. And that's ball 4. So Gross gets on with a walk, and Cam Troyer will step up to the plate. He is 0 for 2. Popped up his first time up and then grounded out to the shortstop his second time. First pitch swung and missed. And a stolen base. That's going to score a run. So another error. It will be a stolen base for Matthew Gross, but then after that, Hansel Reyes scored on an error. And then Gross also advanced to third. So it's now 6-1 in favor of the Kingsmen. That one popped up. Foul territory and out of play. So there's now 3 errors for Boca de Chavon, 1 for the Kingsmen. Swing and a line drive that's caught at first. That was a good catch over there. So that'll bring up Bryce Frederick. He's 0 for 1. Flew out his first time up to right center and then walked. First pitch is a ball. Swung on and missed, and that's going to go out of play. So Matthew Gross will come in to score. Swing and a fly ball, and that's going to be caught. And so that'll do it for the top of the fourth. Kingsmen add 3 to lead it 7-1. New pitcher for the Kingsmen. It's going to be number 30, Nick George. George has been excellent this season. 15 innings pitched, has not given up an earned run yet. It's going to start off with a pop-up to short. Didn't really run. Over to first, and the out is made. Yeah, pretty much everybody was telling him to run, but kind of gave up on it as he made contact. First pitch gets away. That one low and outside. 2-0 count. Make that 3-0. There's a called strike. Oh, apparently not. Ball 4. It says a pinch hitter, number 24, was due up. That one's low and outside. Swung on and missed. To 1 count to the pinch hitter. Swung on and missed. 2-2. And swung on and missed for strike 3. Apparently not. Yep, there it is. I was gonna say he swung at strike 1 and strike 2, so I don't know how that's not strike 3. And now Coach Hudak making a mound visit. Come have a word with Nick George. So number 2 is going to step up to bat. He walked his last time up. First pitch to him is outside. And gets a hold of that one, but it's foul. So a 1-1 count. Swung on and missed. The throw over to second. And says safe. I don't think that Aiden agrees. But it will be a stolen base. There's a ball. Swinging a ground ball to Aiden, trying to make up for it, and he does. He gets the out. So that does it for the 4th. We'll head to the top of the 5th. Kingsmen lead it 7-1. Darian Whitaker set to lead off the top of the fifth. Do have another new pitcher for Boca de Chavon. His name is White Shirt. First pitch is low for a ball. And that's outside and low. 2-0 count. Three and 0. Line drive foul. So Whitaker gets the green light on 3 and 0. And there's ball 4. So that brings up Blake Beavis. He is 1 for 2. Singled on a ground ball to short, then popped up to the catcher. And Darian heads to second. Great jump. That one low for a ball. Swung on and missed. High and outside for ball 2. 2-1 count. Make that 3-1. On deck is Colin Patterson. But before that, Blake Beavis goes after a pitch, comes up empty, full count. He wanted a home run right there. And stays alive with a foul ball. And there's ball 4. Darian Whitaker, meanwhile, heads to third on the wild pitch. And so here comes Colin Patterson. He's 1 for 2. Singled to second base his first time, then struck out swinging. But it looks like before that we're going to have another new pitcher. It's going to be Braves shirt. And that one's going to get away. It actually goes through the fence. And it just, yeah, I guess it must be a house rule that if it goes through the fence, it's more of a, I don't know what you would call it, equipment malfunction? I don't know. Swung on and missed to make it 1-1. That one hits the fence again, but does stay in play this time. Swung on and missed, strike 2. So a 2-2 count. And swing and a miss for strike 3. Going to have to make the play at first, and it is in time for the first out. Jack Davis looks at a ball. Davis 0 for 2 is struck out swinging twice, trying to avoid the hat trick here. And grounds that one, but foul. 1-1 count. Kingsmen still leading at 7-1. We're in the top of the 5th. We believe this is a 7-inning game. I don't know that for sure. I think these two teams are probably just going to play till they don't feel like it anymore. And that one is a ball, gets away. Nobody advances though. Swing and a ground ball to short, takes a bad bounce, and it actually might have hit the fielder right in the face. Oh boy. Yeah, that's definitely a hit. Yeah, it looks like they're going to take some bandages out there to stop the bleeding. All right, so the fielder seems to be okay. He's actually going to stay in the game. So showing some toughness there. So here's Aiden Rice. Looks at a ball. low. That one low and maybe outside as well. It's a 3-0 count. Aiden 0 for 1, walked his first time up, then reached on an error. And goes after that one. And there's another called strike. So full count to Aiden Rice. And it's going to miss for ball 4. So the bases are now going to be loaded for the bottom of the order. Jack Austin, 0 for 1, walked his first time up, then flew out in very shallow left field down the line. First pitch is, I believe, was called a strike. Not sure though. That one definitely a ball. That one high as well. 2-1, I believe. Yep, 2-1. And Jack Austin gets a hold of that one. And it's going to be not, yep, it was caught. Couldn't quite see over there, but it was caught by Jack Austin, but that will be a sacrifice fly. So everybody moved up a base, including Aiden Rice at first. And so that will bring up Hansel Reyes with 2 outs. Kingsmen now leading at 9-1. And that one a little bit high. I believe it's 2-0. Reyes 0 for 1, walked twice and struck out swinging. And that's a ball way outside. I believe it's 3-0. And yep, that's a walk. So the base is now loaded once again. Now Matthew Gross will step up. But before that, we're going to have a new pitcher. So I don't know if Landon Powell's watching, but Caleb Cox is about to get an at bat. And goes after the first pitch, comes up empty. Saw Michael Gracer get his first at bat of the season 2 days ago. He struck out. And goes after that one too, but once again comes up empty. And watches that one. And that is just outside, 2-2. Inside, 3-2. And stays alive, fouls it back. And there he goes. Swing and a miss for strike three. Good try though. Good plate appearance. So that does it for the top of the fifth. We'll head to the bottom. Kingsmen lead it 9-1. All right, so a new face on the mound. It's Tyler Baker, and he's gonna his legs are gonna be tested. He goes over and makes the play for out number one. So Tyler Baker has been the first base coach all season long. Did play at Winthrop, right? Yeah, played at Winthrop, and now he is making his Kingsman debut this year. He was on the team 2 years ago. As there's a called strike. And fouls that one. Oh, 2 count. And a line drive right to Aiden Baker Aiden Rice for out number 2. Swinging a fly ball down the left field line that's going to be caught. And Tyler Baker needs just 5 pitches to retire the side. I'm sure he's going to let everybody know about that later. All right, so that does it for the 5th. We'll head to the 6th. Kingsmen leading it 9-1. Well, it looks like that is going to do it. Kingsmen are going to win it 9-1. And so I think that's kind of what happened. Just both teams just decided, yeah, that's enough. So that will be it for us here in Boca de Chavon. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. We'll see you on the next one in 2 days. Have a good afternoon, everybody.